So good evening, good evening. We are back again. Listen, it's a bit of a late one. Cruz Campo settings. I've had a really good day. I've not watched any football, and I've been here, there, and everywhere today. So yeah, bit good. Nice sunny day today. It's been a bit poor with the weather recently, but listen, less of that. We're going to get into the press conference reaction. Don't forget later on today, if you're in the UK, because it is now gone midnight. I will be doing the live watch along with Ola. Then I'll be doing the fan cams, then the player ratings with Kenny and Jez. So yeah, make sure you come and tune into that. Make sure you are sticking a thumbs up on the video. We're going to go through this press conference reaction real quick. Team news. Not many changes, he said, Arteta. Tomiyasu, we're still assessing him because we are taking some time to try and protect him and get him in the best and safest possible way so he can help the team as quickly as possible. At the minute, it looks like Emil is going to be available, which, listen, is good news. We've got competition for places. Smith Rowe is our top goal scorer this season. Let's not forget that. He's been absolutely superb for pretty much Spurs game onwards. Other than that, yeah, man, no other injuries. Tomiyasu, not really too much of a miss, if I'm honest. Yeah, he's decent, but Cedric's played pretty well recently. He was then asked whether Lacazette's okay to face Leicester. He said, I hope so. He was then asked about the situation at Chelsea. And I see a lot of you guys in my comment section laughing at Chelsea, which, listen, I get it. It's banter. They've brought this, they've brought that. Oh, yeah, well done. You've had your 20 years, this, that, and the other. Let's not forget, right? Chelsea could go to the gutter, and they could go to the gutter real quick. But they are a massive football club, and they're going to attract a lot of interest from a lot of wealthy people. So there's nothing to say that the next owner that comes in is going to be more relentless than Roman Abramovich. So whilst it's great to laugh now, we might not be laughing in a couple of years' time, but it is what it is. Arteta then said it's an extremely difficult situation to manage, and I think Thomas Tuchel will manage it in the best possible way with the integrity that he has always shown, and just try not to get too involved, as he has already mentioned. He was then asked whether we're favourites for top four and even could we get third. He said, I don't know. The only matter for me is how we train tomorrow. Obviously, this was done on Friday, and how we play on Sunday. The rest, this is football, so it's unpredictable. Nobody knows what can happen. Our only focus is performing and winning football matches. He was then asked on our recent form, showing that something is building. Listen, we've been in good form. Yeah, we've been in very good form recently, and well done to the lads. Yeah, well done to the manager. Well done. See, I do praise, so clip that, stick that on your Virgin Twitter accounts, and happy days. But at the end of the day, we're not anywhere near where I want us to be. And people say it takes time. Well, I've been waiting 18 years, so there we go. He said, to be with the top teams, you have to win consistently and do it in a convincing way. I need even more than that amount of victories, like 4 in a row, because there are teams in the league that can do 10, 11, 12, or even 18 wins in a row. The margin is pretty big. He was then asked about summer transfer targets and whether they're influenced by where we finish, which is a good question, because I see this come up all the time, that, you know, oh, if you get Champions League, then all of a sudden you can attract better players. Well, yeah, that may or may not be the case, but we attracted one of the best strikers in Europe in Aubameyang without Champions League football. We attracted Lacazette without Champions League football. You know, we also attracted Granit Xhaka with Champions League football. So let's not get carried away here. You know, at the end of the day, if you pay the money and you pay what's required, you get the player that you want. It's as simple as that. These players are mercenaries, which is why I don't get so emotionally attached to any of these players. Yeah, because they're not going to be here in 5, 10 years. They're only here for that. They don't care about the club. Yeah, maybe some of the younger players might do. Yeah, but let's not get it twisted. If we get a massive bid for any of this project youth, they're gone. They are actually gone. So let's not get too hit up on these players. Do you know what I mean? And Arteta's answer was there are 2 things: the amount of games that you have to play and the amount of players that you need in the squad. The players you were losing or retaining in that squad, and then the players that are available, which playing in European competitions changes a lot. And listen, yeah, we've got rid of a lot of crap. We've still got a lot of crap. We've not done what's required, in my opinion. Yeah, the amount of money we've spent since Wenger's gone is obscene. It's nearly £500 million, and look how bad our squad is. So, maybe we are building for the future, but the fact and reality is, as soon as any of these players get half tasty and half decent, they're not going to be here, because at the end of the day, it's actually about winning trophies. Yeah, and how long can you stay at a football club without winning? Harry Kane's done it at Tottenham and then thrown in a transfer request in the summer. At the end of the day, these players do want to win. They don't want to come to the end of their career with just one FA Cup or one League Cup. They actually want to win the highest honours. So whilst it's great that we've got some good young players here at the moment, there's nothing to suggest that if one of them, maybe Saka, Smith Rowe, whoever it may be, gets elite and starts kicking on. Saka's 20 and he's bagging now. Big up to him. Smith Rowe is our top scorer this season. He's 21. Big up to him. Yeah, Martinelli, we know he's a good talent as well. There's nothing to suggest that if they get next season 20 goals or 15 goals, or they put in top performances week in, week out, yeah, who's going to sit here and say, oh, yeah, but he's a snake. He's a snake if he goes to Chelsea or Man U. Come on, man. It's about winning football matches consistently that wins you trophies. Yeah, and unfortunately for our football club, we don't do that consistently. And people are saying, yeah, but it's building and this and that, whatever, yeah. The fact and reality is you've only got a short career in football. So are you going to waste 5 years on a new contract at Arsenal, or are you going to take 5 years to go to Chelsea or City or Liverpool, whoever it may be, and actually win for that time? I don't know. He was then asked about Lacazette's contract situation. He said, we're having discussions, as you know, at the end of the season, which by that time, he'll literally have less than a month left on his contract. Once we know where we are, we'll make the decision all together. I don't want anyone to think about something else, that it is not that. The decision we agreed is to do in the summer, and we're going to do it as soon as the season is finished. He was then asked about the club launching the Ukraine Supporters Club and donating Save the Children appeal. Like I've said a million times before, listen, it's tragic what's going on in the world right now. It's been tragic. It's been going on in the world for a long time. This football club pick and choose which ones they want to back and which ones they don't. Ask Mesut Ozil. So we're not even answering that. He was then asked whether he was in what impressed him against Watford. He said the way we played, how fluent and a threat we were in attacking moments. Well, we had less shots than Watford, mate. In the end, we had to suffer for the last few moments. This is the Premier League. And in the last few moments, you can see the goal. Then you are just a goal ahead. Anything can happen. We showed good composure and the ability to finish the game off. Listen, that game was weird. It was actually a very enjoyable football match. It was the first football match I've watched for a long time for Arsenal that I've actually enjoyed watching. And we weren't even that good. We weren't. If Emmanuel Dennis scores the backstick tap in with 20 minutes to go, all of a sudden it's a sticky situation. And we end up drawing the game maybe. But we didn't. We won the game, 4 straight wins, 8 wins in 10. We're flying at the moment. Man United obviously won today. I haven't seen it, but I know that the underwear model ended up bagging a hat-trick. So no doubt he was whipping his top off and suing all around the car park. Big up Saeed. He was then asked about Leicester's form. He said, well, I agree that they've been much more consistent in terms of performances and results. It's a team that has come a long way, and I think Brendan Rodgers and the coaching staff have done exceptional work. They've had a lot of injuries as well, and I believe this season, plus the COVID issues that we've all been through, it's been a difficult mixture, difficult for all managers. But as you said, they're now in a better moment. Top 4 race, he said, I don't see it because I want to focus on the game ahead and prepare well with the team and get the right mindset to transmit. He says transmit every press conference. We haven't had a typo yet. That we can play in front of a real exciting crowd on Sunday, and it's going to drive on the team. It's going to push it, hopefully, and we can give them the performance and the result that they deserve. Then asked about Leicester's league's position, if it's a surprise. He said the competition in the league is incredibly tough. Again, there's injuries. He just repeated everything he said in the last one. On our impressive league form, he said it's another step in showing consistency in terms of results. But I think you can only get that when you get the right performances, and that's what we're going to keep trying to do. He was then asked about Lacazette's goal scoring record this season. What goals? I hear you cry. Oh, yes, the whole 3 goals he scored this season. Actually embarrassing that our striker, our top boy, has only scored 3 goals this season. But there we go. What do I know? People are dismissing certain players here, there, and everywhere. Yeah, Ronaldo scored 3 goals in 1 game today. Lacazette scored 3 all season. He said, well, I think he's been very close, and that's why we have to keep pushing him and giving him support, that he plays with that confidence. So hopefully Sunday he can do it. On whether Lacazette's happy to wait until the end of the season, he said that's a question for him, but obviously we have to make these decisions, and we made the decision to finalise at the end of the season, and that's what we're going to do. On whether he felt Martinelli was ready to take Abba's place, he said Gabby plays in a different position, because Abba certainly in the last few months played as a 9. No, he didn't. Gabby has shown big signs of where he is moving. Certainly the capacity that he has to score goals, and to be a threat in the final third. And I think his contribution all round and in his game has been exceptional. He totally deserves the amount of minutes he's been playing. What I picked up from this, right, he said Gabby plays in a different position because Abba certainly in the last few months played as a number 9, right? That's a snide dig, number 1 at Aubameyang, because he said, I want to play as a 9. Number 2, you see all of you top gooners and super fans out there, yeah, that were knocking one out and gnawing off Charlie Boy Watts and Jamesy Boy Benj and Chrissy Boy Wheatley, yeah, for saying, oh my God, Arteta is a genius. He's converting Martinelli into a striker, yeah. Your manager, yeah, has just confirmed that Martinelli has not been playing as a 9. He's a left winger. Cheers, mate. So stop listening to these PR puppets, because all they'll do is chat absolute crap. He then said, he was then asked on whether Tierney hasn't overlapped as much because Xhaka's more advanced positioning. He goes, he has to overlap when there is a moment to overlap. What kind of question is that? Oh, because Xhaka's more advanced position. Oh, Arteta's a tactical genius. Xhaka's playing 5 foot further up the pitch. Turn it in. I'm not reading it. On whether Tierney's relationship with Xhaka and Martinelli is growing, I'm not reading this crap. On whether he's seen him comfortable to play Xhaka in a more advanced role than before. Do you know what, right? The fact that these 4 questions in a row have been asked, yeah? Let me just tell you exactly how a press conference works. What would you like to get out of this press conference today, Mr. Communications guy? Because the communications guy is sat there before Arteta comes out. What would you like to get out of the press conference today? What would the club narrative like to be today? Okay, what we want you to do is ask about Kieran Tierney, about Granit Xhaka. We want to ask about Laka, blah, blah. Okay, well, I'll tell you what then, Charles. You can ask this, this, and this, but you can't ask this, this, and this. And then what you all have to do is it has to be embargoed until a certain time. And then you all drop at the same time on your social media pages and your articles, yeah, the quotes about Kieran Tierney. Why is Kieran Tierney being asked about 4 times in a row? There's no other reason other than this was premeditated, which is what every single press conference at our football club is. Yeah, it's the same bunch of puppets sitting there chatting absolute bollocks. And it's the same narrative that's pumped out every time. Oh, Granit Xhaka's more advanced role. What, you mean he's actually doing what he should be doing? Turn it in. Seriously. Anyway, let's go. On Smith Rowe's current physical condition, it said, well, he went through COVID, but he's feeling good now. Fair play to him. And he's had a couple of training sessions. Hopefully he can get the rhythm and the consistency to stay out of missing games, because he's been really important for us and we need him. And he has been really important for us. I can't lie. Yeah, he's really stepped up this season, Smith Rowe. Let's look at some of the stats. We're looking to complete the league double over Leicester for the first time since 15-16. Danny Welbeck FC, following our 2-0 victory at the King Power earlier this season. Only Manchester United with 65 have Leicester conceded more Premier League goals than they have against us, 63. Jamie Vardy has scored 11 Premier League goals against us, with only Wayne Rooney 12, netting more than us in the Premier League. I think Vardy's injured, isn't he? Lacazette's 2 assists at Watford took him to 100 goal involvements in all competitions in his Arsenal career. 170 goals, 30 assists in 196 games. Bukayo Saka has been involved in more Premier League goals than any other Arsenal player this season. 13 goals, 8 goals, 5 assists. Head-to-head, 148 meetings, 69 Arsenal wins, 33 Leicester, 45 draws. The ref is Anthony Taylor, so AFTV have been crying into their bubble of delusion to all of the kids that watch their channel. And all of the super fans and top gooners have been going, oh, Anthony Taylor, oh, he's a disgrace. He's a disgrace. But there we go. It is what it is. And yeah, let's have a look at the opposition. Brendan Rodgers tends to chop and change in terms of formation. But after 2 victories in a 4-3-3 system, he's likely to stick with that shape here. On the right flank, he's used Mark Albrighton. And he's usually supported by an overlapping Ricardo Pereira. A speedy player with and without the ball, although he was out injured last week. Areas to target. Leicester have had problems in defence with Wesley Fofana out for the entire season so far. Johnny Evans also having fitness problems. Yannick Vestergaard not settling fully since his move from Southampton. And Hamza Chowdhury and Wilfred Ndidi forced to deputise at points. But the current partnership of Daniel Amati and Kaglar Sayonju have kept back-to-back clean sheets. The manager said the team has come a long way, and I think that Brendan Rodgers and the staff have done exceptional work. The game kicks off at 4:30 UK time. It is a Super Sunday. I'll be live at 4:30 Spanish time. So 3:30 UK time. Ola's going to join me for the watch along. All the fan cams will be live and direct as standard. You know what we do on match day. Player ratings will be out as well. And yeah, I'm going to go to bed because it's 25 to 2 in the morning Spanish time. I'm going to finish my Cerveza Pilsen, Cruz Campo. Cheers, guys. All have a wonderful evening. And I'll see you all later. I'll take it around.